Okay, so do you guys know who Christy Carlson Romano is?
Chris, it sounds familiar.
No.
Christy Carlson Romano.
No.
Ray Romano's sister.
Yes.
She's an influencer.
It does sound familiar though.
Christy Carlson.
So she was a Disney star.
Okay.
She was on the network for a while, on the Disney Channel.
She's on Lizzie McGuire.
She was playing Ren Stevens on Even Stevens. You know who that is?
I don't remember that show.
Show
know
called
any
Even
of it.
Stevens.
I heard of it, but
That was more my
I never
generation
watched
growing up.
Disney.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was a
Bunch of lamos.
show. But yeah, she was opposite Shia LaBeouf's on the show.
He was on it?
And she was his sister.
He was a Disney. Oh, he was a Disney kid?
He was. That's where he got discovered actually.
I had no idea.
Steven Spielberg's kid watched that show and he's like, "Yo, this guy reminds me of Harrison Ford." That's literally
That's
how that works.
Really? That's how he got his break?
That's how he got his break.
No.
Spielberg kid, dude.
Really?
Yeah. So, Christy Carlson Romano just came out on YouTube and said that she spent all of her money like shit.
Wow.
How much money?
She lost millions of dollars.
you mean like she just like In rock crypto? starred her life away and just burnt it all?
Well, on cocaine? What did she spend it on?
All kinds of shit.
Drugs?
She says that
An old Ford Model T.
Postmates.
she basically took you through a whole. She did a whole video
Sweet.
What she spent on?
about what she spent on. It's a very long video. I won't show the whole video because yeah. But she did a 10-minute video revealing she began making money with Disney at 16 years old, and she then went to college. She took a lot of money, put it towards not having student loan debt. So she paid off her college loans. That was smart. And then she says that she was never told how much money, like that she had necessarily because she was a kid star, right? But she was also had the idea that money didn't have a purpose for her because she didn't really associate spending things with the amount of money that she worked for, right?
Yeah, she wasn't making the transactions or
Exactly.
like doing the accounting in her brain.
Wait, so she'll be like, I want that car, and then her assistant or someone will get it?
It's like that, yeah. So like when she's paying for student loan debt and shit, she's just like, okay, well, I'm going to college, and then they would pay it, and she didn't really see the money, know that it was like,
shit.
yeah.
She's not looking at her bank account
was a
going
disconnect.
up and down and up and down.
She didn't know what she had, and she didn't care about it because of that.
So who was in charge of her estate?
So she was not completely independent, right? She basically says that there's a California Child Actors Bill that protects minors from their parents spending all their money until they're legally adults. And that's not what she's saying happened to her. She's basically saying that she didn't invest her money wisely. She didn't get a house. So she didn't do like some of the basic things that people usually do. She didn't take her money and store it, right? And she didn't interact with her money that much. Like, especially when we all do. Have you ever had cash in your hand versus having a debit card?
Oh, yeah.
You just fucking go like that?
Yeah, it feels different.
It feels so different.
Yeah.
And because she didn't interact with her money, she felt like she could lose it easier because of that.
Yeah.
Which is why a lot of financial people are like, yo, take cash out. Like, actually look at the money before you spend it. She also ended up basically, she feels like she wanted to teach people about what she went through because she fucked up. And she's also trying to make light of it because for a long time she said that she was never told exactly how much she had
That's crazy.
By her
Right.
parents?
by her parents and by the people who
Does she know how much she spent after going back into everything?
millions.
Millions?
My God.
What was she buying?
How's she gonna teach people anything? Nobody's gonna know what that feels like.
Well, one of the people that she owned up to seeing was a psychic who managed to get a bunch of money from her, for example.
Oh God. Psychics, dude.
You know, I mean,
I heard psychics really siphon a lot of money from you like an escort, but you don't get anything in return.
Not really.
Bad event.
At least the escort gives you a good time and a tour of the city.
Did you say that the psychic was right about stuff? That's what I'm really.
She said they nailed it.
Wow.
She said that she would lose all her money.
Because she took it all.
Yeah, exactly. No, but people, she said that, obviously she was insecure because she was a child star. People were constantly saying, you're not good enough. Oh, you want to be on this show? Cool, you have to audition. Didn't work out. You're not good enough. So then she says that she would feel better by medicating through purchasing things.
Shop therapy.
Exactly. And so she was buying things, using money as a weapon. She felt like she could, if she could just buy that next thing, she could maybe fill the hole in her heart. Didn't really work out.
What a pity.
Dude, child stars never make it out, huh? They never make it out
it's
unscathed.
tough.
Look what Macaulay Culkin. I mean,
Yeah.
he went through the same shit.
But he's one of the only ones that actually made it out.
What, Macaulay?
Macaulay and Daniel Radcliffe.
Didn't he go through a tough drug
He went through
thing?
yeah, he went through a tough
He
time.
did, but he never had all of his money jacked, even though it was mostly being stolen.
What
Like,
are some
a lot
other
of it was.
examples?
Wasn't there law because of him?
Technically, what's her fleet? Natalie Portman was a child star.
She was a child.
Ryan Gosling was a child star. Justin Timberlake was a child star. They were all on Disney.
So the ones
Shia LaBeouf is still fine.
the ones that still work are usually tend to be okay after they're.
It's hard to say. I'm sure there's some people that are like potentially stars as children, and then they go into some sort of totally other industry that's not entertainment related. But because of their capital earnings before, they might have like smart people or loving parents that throw them into other like industries of investment.
I
sure
think
they
it
get turned
depends
off.
on. I think it depends on your support group. Like
Yeah.
if you have good parents around you, you could probably do pretty well. But I think if people are looking at you as their cash cow, then you don't really have a good support group.
And so she decided to part ways with her family for like a year because she didn't like the way that her money was being spent and managed.
Wow.
She also says that she bought a G-Wagon.
Oh, cool.
Those are nice.
Sick.
What's that?
It's like that really boxy Jeep looking Mercedes.
Your SUV that's a gas guzzler is not super efficient, but I still want one.
But now it's a write-off
Very spacious.
Yeah, quite spacious.
because of the weight of the car. It can be considered.
Yeah, it's because it's over 6,000 pounds, so it's kind of like it's just swag.
Wow.
Well, she decided to get that, right?
Yeah, great decision for somebody who has no idea what money is. Absolutely.
She also repaired her uncle's 1972 Corvette, which never even drove. So that was like a
Waste.
huge expense.
Corvette.
1972. Yeah.
Should have bought some Doge.
Fucking A.
Instead of that Dodge.
See?
She says that she had a record deal at one point. She had a book deal at one point. She, in 1 year she made $1 million at one point, and the same year she spent $1 million.
Well, that's on her, man.
Fuck her, right?
I'm saying that. I'm
That's
not
what I'm
saying.
saying.
I just don't. I don't have that much empathy towards it, because
Yeah.
man, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you can't have empathy because like I can't relate.
I don't pity it, but I think it's cool that she is sharing her lesson.
I agree
So that
with
people,
I respect that.
because people I think like that don't even make that much, are also spending almost at the same levels. You know?
Yeah, because it what matters is what you keep, not what you earn.
Yeah.
Because I rather make like 40K and live on 20K than make 100K and then live on 120K. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's very true.
And she could have saved money, right? Savings account, like save something.
But if you've been having that much money as a kid, I don't think you understand that it runs out.
Well, you don't know the value of a buck either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's tough because like there's some kids that are probably also her age that like don't know what it is to have a lot of money or anything that like might choose to see things the same way, right? That don't have money and see it the same way. And then conversely, there's kids that like maybe are born into money and still choose to figure out how to like earn their own way. So I mean, it's
A lot of
hard
those
to
people
say.
end up fucked up though. That last
A
example.
lot of people end fucked up. A lot of people don't end up fucked up. It's a, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's people that I know that grew up in like a not so like rich family, and they get their first job and they make like let's say $1,500 a month, and they're literally blowing $1,500 every single month too.
Yeah, that's true.
Really?
And they're not even rich. You know,
Yep.
they're not even.
There are
rich.
people who are dumb as fuck but well connected, and then they turn their little family fortune into a bigger fortune.
So it's hard. It's hard to empathize because I think there's more poor people in the world.
Yeah, dude.
That it's like hearing a rich person's problems of like that nature, which are purely materialistic so far. It doesn't seem like there's anything like overly like huge familial problems to like some sort of like emotional distress or depression or something like that. You know what I mean?
million this
Yeah, it's very like, oh, I spent all my money because I didn't understand it.
Did you spend $1 million this
She's like acting like a victim, like she's a victim of all.
No, I don't think she's acting like one. I also think it's cool that she's sharing. Yeah.
because everyone thinks once you made it, you made it.
Anthony's not a fan.
I'm just saying it's hard to like empathize like in a positive way as well.
No, I get
You know what I mean? I'm not like at all like, yo, you're whack. I'm just kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because there's also other people
That's
that are in the
pretty
same,
wild.
they're in the same position, but they don't share that they fucked up. Like MC Hammer, right? Like he went bankrupt or whatever, but he's not sharing how he went fucked up. Yeah.
Vanilla Ice.
He's a fucking real estate mogul now.
Is he?
Is he?
Yeah, he's doing good. He's
Oh,
doing good.
Rico Suave.
Rico Suave. Yeah.
Dennis Rodman, Allen Iverson, all
There's a lot of celebs that burnt all their cash.
celebs.
It's a common thing, huh?
Yeah.
I always okay. Here's the thing, though. And this is horrible. I'm fucked up for this. I always feel worse for people who had it all and then lose it because they actually got to touch the fucking top of the
That's
tower.
actually, they show that there's bigger depression from people who fall from the top.
Or the Corys, the Corys, right?
Dude, imagine you walk into the
Yeah, in the
fucking.
80s, they're in all the movies.
You
Yeah,
walk in the
Goonies,
Viper
Lost
room,
Boys, all
everyone wants to
that.
suck your dick, everyone's giving you bottle service, all this shit, and then all of a sudden,
Nothing.
fuck off, go fuck yourself.
Elton John. He multi-millions he burned.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson?
Because he keeps buying those diamond pianos,
And
man.
glasses too, bro.
Well, I think his estate's still balling as fuck, right?
Yeah, dude, he owns the Beatles catalog, he'll be fine.
So what's the purpose of it? Just to share her story? Is she asking
It's
for
a cautionary tale. She's trying to tell people, hey, look,
Respect.
I feel like I fucked up, but also she felt like she got kind of exploited by the Disney magic a little bit.
Well, they all do, don't they?
That's tough again to empathize. Cause like even in her situation, she might have like made millions and spent millions, and now she's like, I fucked up. I only have like 150K now.
Oh yeah.
That's like you know what I'm saying. So it's
She still has a G-Wagon.
yeah, still has a G-Wagon, still has an uncle. It's got.
But she's saying, like, yo, when you look me up online, they say I'm worth $3 million. I'm not.
Oh.
When you look
She's
me
worth
up online, I'm
100,000.
worth hella.
Homeless? Is she living on the street? I mean, she has some money, right?
I mean,
I mean, she looks
she's
pretty.
standing in front of the bushes, dude. It's not good for her.
Yeah. Those are nice bushes too.
They're all right.
See, even the irony of like something like the Disney stardom, if she uses it right, she can
still
confess to this,
gain-
get
yeah.
relevance, and then suddenly like enter some sort of new like
Do
deal.
lectures. Why don't you just hit the road, do lectures, so people can learn from her story?
Opportunity to reach is still like so profound if she uses it the right way.
Maybe she is using it the right way, and this is her new hustle.
Maybe, which is why I'm kind of like I don't feel bad. I'm just kind of like, yo, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you really learn your way, then you're gonna do something awesome with it.
So you hate her?
Nah, not at all.